Hi, my name is Sunday. In this video, I'll be talking about 1,200 euros bonus Affitto 2021. Bonus Affitto 2021, also known as rental bonus 2021. How does it work? So I'm going to be looking at how you can apply for it and the people that can apply for it as well. Many people have heard about it in one place or the other. 1,200 euros bonus Affitto. They have heard about it from different places. So I've come to tell you what it means, who can apply for it, and how you can apply for it. But first, hold on. Before you carry your bag and hurry to Komu to go and apply, or before you go to CGL or CAF to apply for it, you got to listen to what I got to say first. Or those of you that always pause the video or stop the video without listening to what I got to say at the end of the video and start calling and be repeating the questions that I won't answer at the ending of the video, you got to hold on first. Don't pause the video. Listen to what I got to say first before you can start calling or making your calls. So, bonus Affitto 1,200 euros. Let's see who can apply for it. But first, you are watching me for the first time, or you have been watching me before and you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you got to subscribe. Please do subscribe and make sure you click the notification bell so that whenever I upload any new videos or information, you will know. Now let's get started. It says, this is a non-repayable grant that will be paid directly to the homeowner. Here are the things to know. So this bonus Affitto or rental bonus is to be paid to the homeowner or to the one that owns the house, not to the tenants. Although in one way or the other, the tenants, you that rented the apartment, you can still benefit from it. The rental bonus, which consists of a contribution. It consists of a contribution to be paid to the owner of the property who decides to reduce the rent to his tenants. So this is it. So it's not going to be paid directly to the tenant or to the one who rented the apartment. No. It's going to be paid to the owner of the house. It's not like the one that happened before, of which we paid directly to the tenant. This one is not like the one that happened last year. No. It's not like the one that happened last year. This one is to be paid to the owner of the house. So it says the owner of the house or the owner of the property who decides to reduce it for the tenant. So it's the owner of the house that has the final say whether to reduce it or not to reduce it. So you are not going to force the owner of the house to reduce your house rent for you. So that is what they are saying. So now let's look at what is the rental bonus. The rental, it says the non-repayable grant is equal to 50% of the reduction in the fee and up to a maximum of 1,200 euros in 1 year. It's a non-refundable grant. The one that they give to the owner of the house is not going to refund it back to them. So that's what they are saying. It is paid to the owner who has accepted the request made by the tenant. Now it is the tenant that we ask, please, because of this pandemic, if the owner of the house decide to accept the request that is made for the reduction of the house, then it can continue with it. It says it is paid to the owner who has accepted the request made by the tenant to reduce the rent, or to put it in technical terms, has accepted a renegotiation of the contract. So that is what they are saying. The owner must accept a renegotiation of the contract. For example, listen to it. It says, if the rent is reduced from 500 to 400 euros per month, if for instance you are paying 500 euro in the house and you beg the owner of the house, the owner of the property, to reduce it for you, and if he reduces it to 400 euros per month, therefore 100 euros, that's the 100 euro is going to reduce for you. He says the owner will be returned 50 euros or half of the total for the total of 600 euros per year. So that is what they are saying. If the owner decide to reduce the house rent for you, on your own part, it's just for you to make the request by telling the owner of the property or your house, the house that you rented, please, if you can reduce this house for me. If the owner decide, he has to decide. He has to decide either to reduce it for you or not. There's no law that mandates them or that will force them to reduce the house rent. There's no law like that. So that's why they are saying it's on the discretion of the owner of the house whether to reduce it or not. He can willingly decide to reduce it for you from 500 euros to 400 euros. Then the 100 euro that he has used in reducing it, the government will not pay half of it back to him. So is the owner of the house that is still going to be in loss, because if he reduce 100 euro for you, at the end of the year it's going to be 1,200 euro. So the 1,200 euro that he reduced from the money you were supposed to pay in, the 1,200 euro, government will not pay him back ordinary 600 euro. So on your own side, you will be the one that will benefit. So this bonus in the other way around, is it beneficial to every tenant or the person that has contracts? So that is it. Although it's the owner of the house that they will pay this money directly, you're not going to be expecting money from government. Get that now. You're not going to be expecting 1,200 euros from government. No. Many are already sharpening down their bank account. They are already written it down. The bank account to go and give to Como, to go and give to CGA to receive 1,200 euros. No. If the owner of the house accepts your request, if he decides to reduce it for you, then all these things can happen. If you are paying 500, you will now be paying 400 euros. So you see benefits as well. It's the owner of the house that needs to compromise in reducing it for you. So like I said, you can't force the owner of the house. You can't force him. There is no law out there that says that he must reduce it. No. If he only decides, if he accepts your request and he decides to do it. So that is it. So now, let's look at people that is made for. Who is it for? I've been speaking since. It's not everyone or every tenant who have contract of ours that can apply for it. No, it's not everyone. It's just some handful of tenants that can apply for it. It says, among the essential requirements to access the rental bonus, it is required that 1, the renegotiation of the amount of the rent is agreed. The renegotiation of the amount of the rent, number 1, is agreed, not on quarrel. Not on must or force. It's agreed. You ask, then he accepts. Then 2, it says the property constitutes the tenant's main residence. This means that all rents not for residential purposes, such as professional offices, are excluded from the bonus. So that is it. If it's a store, if it's an office, you can't use it to apply. It must be the one that you are residing, the one that you are staying. If it's also Africa store, you can't use it as well. So it says, third, the property is located, that is the house, the residence, is located in a municipality with a high residential voltage. So what it means is that municipalities with high housing voltage or high housing tension, those with particular housing problems. So it's not talking about power line. It's not talking about where electric wire pass. No, not that kind of high voltage. What they mean is that municipalities with high housing tension, those with particular housing problems, areas where they always they get problem with housing, maybe through eviction, they always get problem with the tenant or problem with the landlord. So housing problems that are part of a special list drawn up on the basis of indicators such as the number of evictions in relation to the population, such as in numbers of eviction, how they take the drive people come out for house, how they take the evict people come out for house, numbers of evictions. So this one I they talk about. It says the percentage of immigrants, the area that immigrants are many, the area where foreigners were many, in a high residential voltage. That's what they are talking about. And as well, the economic situation also determines as well. In an area whereby the economic situation is also a problem, that causing the high eviction or causing the high residential voltage. For instance, their job, the salaries that they are receiving, maybe the salaries that they are receiving are very low. They are also looking at those ones that are also in casa integrazione or disoccupazione. How many have lost job? Their economic situation. So this is what they are talking about high residential voltage. So it's not of the power line or that of the high tension they are talking about. Listen to this last one. This one concerns everybody. Lastly, the contract was signed starting from 29th October 2020. So this bonus is not like the one they did in 2020 whereby you go to your commune. That one, they will still do it this year, but it's not yet time for that one. This one is for the house owner. So that is it. It's not for everyone. Lastly, they said the contract was signed. If the contract was signed starting from 29th October 2020. So not contract that was signed in September. Not contracts that was signed in January last year. Not the contract of 4 years that you have been having ever since, or the contract of 1 year, or those ones that have rented apartments over 2 years now, 1 year now. No. They are talking about the recent one that rented from 29th of October. So if you know you rented apartment in the contract of house, it was written either 29th October till now. It might be January 2021, or it might be December 2020 or November 2020, October, November, December, January, including February that we are now. So it's only those groups that can apply for it. Anyone that their contract is dated back September, June, January 2020, 2019, 2018, all those ones, they can't apply for it. It's only the new one that are just done their contract. So that is what they are saying. It says the dates on which the measure was published in the official journal. So that is when it needs to start. So like I said, 1,200 euro bonus has been flying in the air on social media in different places. Many people don't understand anything about it. Like I said, many people have started even packing down their EZ. They need to go to there's another place. Where can I go? Many are calling. They want to know where they need to go and apply for it. It's not like the one that happened in 2020, of which different people were going to their commune to go and apply. That one will come soonest, or it will come very soon, but not yet. This one is for house owner, and it's going to be on negotiation or renegotiation of the contract. It's going to be on agreement. It's going to be on if the owner of the house decide. It's going to be on request, you requesting for it. So that is, I will also be putting a link in the description box. You can click the link. You will find out whether your city is involved in it. And also, the last one is what carries weight. Your contract must be signed from 29th October 2020. That is what they said. Aside of all these things, you can't apply for it. You got to wait for the normal one that we do or that people do apply for, like the one that happened in 2020. So now let's look at how you can request for it or how you can apply for it. For those of you who are house owner, if you want to apply for it, it says to obtain the bonus, the owner of the property must communicate the renegotiation of the contract electronically to the revenue agency. That's Agencia de Entrata. You must communicate to the revenue agency, to Agencia de Entrata, by renegotiating the contract. If the contract has been 500 euro written on the contract, then you can renegotiate it, saying that it is not accepted by you. You want to be collecting 400 euros. So you have to do that again. Give him another contract again. Say for the application methods of the bonus, however, it will be necessary to wait for a provision from the revenue agency, which in essence we have to define the exact percentage of the reduction in the rent. Everything will depend on the number of applications received in compliance with the expenditure fees, because the money that they are going to give out for this bonus, when the money finishes, then everything will also finish as well. The bonus is expected to take effect. Now, everyone listening to this, it's expected to start between the end of February and the beginning of March. So, like I said, this one is for the owner of the house or the owner of the property. So that is what they are saying. It's not like the one that happened before, of which the tenant himself will go and apply. This is not like that type. So everyone should get that clear. 1,200 euro is big. We know. Many have already sharped down or written down their bank account where they want the money to enter. It's not yet time for that. When that time comes, you also hear as well. Then you can also go and apply for that. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and also share it to others as well. And if you know you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe. And make sure you click the notification bell so whenever I upload any new videos or information, you will know. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.